Let's take a look at the reactions that have come in, including from the likes of Rahul Ishwar, who, remember, was one of the complainants against Ranveer Allahabadiya. Listen in.
Honorable Supreme Court has extraordinarily taken a very strong statement and ripped into Ranveer Allahabadiya by even using words like dirty. So definitely this is very important. This is a very important step. I am sure this will serve as a caution to all the YouTubers who wants to use such filth to spread their message. But Supreme Court also granted him relief. This is the balanced approach that every court should take. I think entire India, not only the complainant like me, entire India will be happy that Supreme Court safeguarded the values of family and has that cultural sensitivity that we were all expecting.
One thing we need to keep in mind, maybe somewhere along the line, the state agencies have not been serious. They have said, okay, let it go. Let's not make such a big issue about these kind of things. This is now crossing boundaries, crossing limits, and it is entering into areas and spheres that is not just vulgar, but it is also corrupting young minds. How much can the state keep quiet about? Somewhere an example has to be set. A precedent has to be set so that people will also follow a certain decorum, even though they would like to call it dark comedy. We have to understand what is possible, what is our limit, because you are an influencer and having a huge fan following, which is a young youth following. And that is very important, and I'm sure that is what the Supreme Court has kept in mind and put these conditions forward.
Okay, let's bring this, take this back across to Srishti Oja for more details. Srishti, one of the important comments from the Supreme Court was also where they slammed Ranveer Allahabadiya, saying very clearly, this is obscene. What's your parameter of obscene if not this? And that also opens up, of course, a larger debate, which has always been had in this country about what really the parameters or the definition of obscenity really is.
Well, yes, definitely, Akshita. We saw the Supreme Court pose this question to Ranveer Allahabadiya's lawyer when he pointed out that, yes, while he himself agreed that, yes, while the statements may be inappropriate, are they obscene to a level? Do they reach that threshold of obscenity where you will criminally prosecute a person? Responding to that, the court posed this question as to how do you decide that level of obscenity. According to the lawyer, he questioned the lawyer as to whether or not, is he defending the statements made by Ranveer Allahabadiya in this case, because the court said if the statements made by Ranveer, if those statements are not obscene in this country, then what exactly would fall under the obscenity criteria when these cases are decided by the court? If this is not obscene, then what is? You're right, the debate around this we've seen especially pose a controversy. It has been going on. As of now, these remarks have come in from the Supreme Court. A notice has been issued on Ranveer Allahabadiya's plea, where now the union in the states of Maharashtra and Assam are to file a response to the plea that he has been filed. Once the court hears this matter in detail, we would know more about what the court exactly has to say with regard to the statements made, the legality of the entire case against him, and whether or not his case will fall under that category where he can be criminally prosecuted. The court clearly that in cases like these, initially in the first hearing, the court doesn't comment on merits of this case. In this case also, while on one end we saw the court question that why should a court hear a person like him? They said that he's exhibited perverted behavior. There is dirt in his mind. They reprimanded him for his statements. But on the other hand, taking in consideration the law in place, the jurisprudence in place, and also the precedent judgments, where earlier also court has given similar protection to people in various cases, the court did go ahead and grant him interim protection as of now, where his his arrest and the FIRs filed against him have been stayed, and no more FIRs can be filed against him on the same set of allegations relating to India's Got Latent show. That's a big relief, because we've seen in the last few days a number of FIRs that are filed against him and other co-accused in this case have been increasing. Another thing that we'll have to see is, now that Ranveer Allahabadiya, who's only one of the accused in this case has gotten this protection from the top court, it may also be possible that other accused in this matter, his co-accused, may also approach the Supreme Court seeking similar relief, because now they will have an order of the top court in today's hearing in Ranveer Alabadia's case to rely upon. So there's a possibility that the other accused in this
but
case
will
might
this
also
also,
approach the top court
Srishti,
now
with the kind of
seeking
comments that the
similar
Supreme
reliefs?
Court has made, will this also invite petitions against Ranveer Alabadia? Because, there are multiple complaints. So they could perhaps also decide to move the courts against what Alabadia has said.
Well, Akshata, remarks on one side, the oral remarks where they've reprimanded Ranveer Alabadia were definitely very serious. Serious remarks have come in from the top court. But at the end of the day, if we look at it from a different perspective, the relief that he wanted from the top court, he has it in his hand, and that's a huge relief. No further FIRs can be filed against him. His arrest has been stayed. That is an extremely big relief, and that's exactly the kind of relief he was expecting from the Supreme Court as of now. His lawyer also said that they want to cooperate with the investigation. Ranveer Alabadia had himself earlier taken to social media and said that he wants to cooperate with the investigating agencies, but the apprehension was that he may be arrested. So with regard to that, when he approached the top court, he was expecting some sort of protection. He has definitely already received that protection. So whether or not more petitions are filed against him, his arrest in respect to these cases has already been stayed, which is already a big relief, which Ranveer Alabadia has as of now. Now all he needs to do is abide by the conditions which have been imposed and cooperate with the investigating agencies as far as their probe in this entire India's Got Latent controversy is concerned. And as long as he does that, at least he's safe from any coercive action or arrest by the police authorities. Not just that, we also saw the top court say, because another concern pointed out by Ranveer Alabadia was the death threats that he has been receiving. Death threats, his lawyer pointed out a lot of threats on social media, where there's even a bounty that has been made on his life, etc. All these threats were also mentioned before the Supreme Court, because of which he's seeking protection. Now, the court pointed out that giving protection is the state's responsibility, and they've also given liberty to Ranveer Alabadia to approach the concerned police authorities to ask for police protection in case such threats are made. So, as far as Ranveer Alabadia and any possibility of coercive action against him is concerned, he stands protected from most of it after today's hearing, as long as he cooperates with the investigation and abides by the conditions that have been imposed by the Supreme Court, which in itself is a big relief for him.
Srishti, also on the issue of, the fact that Supreme Court has said that neither Ranveer Alabadia or his associates, which we're going to go ahead and assume are the other co-accused, can air their shows right now. The Supreme Court has said, stop the show business for the time being. The counsel of Ranveer Alabadia did highlight that India's Got Latent, the comedy show, is a subscription-based channel, and only those who shell out money can actually get their content. But that didn't really, cut any ice with the Supreme Court. They made it very clear that irrespective, the show business, as they put it, has to stop.
Well, yes, the direction, in fact, the condition that has been imposed in the end, which was actually added by the court after the dictation of the order had already ended, and I read it verbatim to you, is that Ranveer or his associates cannot air any other show until further orders. Now, the word here used by the court here is associates and not co-accused. So, if we try and interpret this direction, unless the court clarifies this further when in its order copy, when we see a written order, the court
my apologies, just stay with me.